Welcome to the installation video for the Rally Raider. First off, we're going to remove our beltline trim by just sticking your fingers under the edge and pulling really hard. Next, you'll notice that there are two additional holes on the Mondo. If you've already got Mondos installed, it might be easier to remove the Mondo to install this clip. One clip goes on the outside of the Mondo and the other clip goes on the inside of the Mondo, right behind the fender liner. Next, we're going to need to make a pass-through hole for the inside clip. Now, the hole can be any size you like, it just needs to be a pass-through. The larger the hole, the easier it is for the screw to find the clip on the inside. Here you see I'm enlarging the hole using a step bit. Next piece of the puzzle is trimming the top of the factory OEM mud flap. Using a box knife, I'm showing you here what part of the mud flap needs to be trimmed. And I'm just trimming it very carefully with the box knife. Be careful not to cut yourself. And when you're finished trimming the mud flap, reinstall the mud flap. Using a towel and some alcohol, we are going to clean the painted surface of the fender to make sure it's free from wax or any oil debris. This is the Rally Raider. This panel goes between the door and the fender. This side goes over the top of the inner fender liner. You want to make sure that you spread these two pieces apart as you install them so that the lower section goes over the top of the fender liner. And this is showing you what you do and do not want to do, paying special care to the gap. This is the correct gap. I'm adding the screw to the inside, but only putting it in loosely. I'm also installing the inner door screw loosely so that we still have a little bit of play. Next, we're going to go to the top of the Rally Raider and remove the tape backing, just a corner, maybe an inch or so of the tape backing, and fold it over the top of the Rally Raider. Pinch it slightly and it'll stay in place. Using your index finger, just lightly press the corner, and now we can verify our placement of the Rally Raider and ensure that this gap is correct before we start to remove the tape backing completely. Ensure your gap one last time. So we're going to need to push the Rally Raider firmly in place, and now we're going to tighten the two screws. Don't forget to tighten the screw on the inside of the door panel. Verifying that the gap is perfect, let's go ahead and pull the tape backing to expose the tape and to make it adhere to the painted surface. Using your thumb, apply 25 pounds of force and ensure that the door opens correctly. There should be plenty of space for the door to open. Next, before we pull the upper tab, you want to make sure that the underside of the Rally Raider is making complete 100% contact with the underside of the wheel opening, or the underside of the actual fender. I'm using one hand to apply pressure while I'm removing the tape backing. And this is the finished product. Rally Raider from Terrawagon. Find more great products at terrawagon.com.